typically when you get these interviews, they're like next day trying to, get you on an interview. So with that being said, me having to work these 12-hour shifts, those 5 hours I do dedicate to booking interviews in between those days, right? So sacrificing that time, maybe I need to go to the gym, but all right, let me knock out 2 interviews before I go to the gym. As soon as I get done with the gym, cook, and then get ready for work, right? And it's
Mm.
like that every other day, every day, if 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row. But it is a sacrifice, it is a challenge. But if you have a goal, your mind's set on doing something and making a change, it's gonna suck in the short term, right? That's how I see it. Like it's okay, this is short term, I gotta eat shit. Long term, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna have freedom, and everything that I've always worried about, I no longer have to worry about. But in this space right now, I have to keep my composure, I have to think positive, I have to go to work, not make excuses, you know what I'm saying? Not point fingers, not blame people, and take accountability of everything that I need to do, right? Because if I need to change, nobody's gonna do it for me. I got to do it myself, right? So at the end of the day, it is a challenge, but you have to take initiative to even getting on those calls. Like I'd be at work on those calls, right? You
Uh,
know what I'm saying? Some people don't have that liberty. Some people they have to focus on whatever they're doing. They're right in front of the person, or they're doing this or doing that. I at least get the liberty, if I'm at work and I'm not overseeing too much, or if I'm not, like whatever the case is. Now I could have downtime. I could listen to the calls. I may not be able to talk, but I could listen in on as well. By the way, those calls are, bro, you have no idea.
Unit
Those
calls.
calls are like so good, bro. Like the way you structured Wealth You, bro, having those calls is so good for everybody, right? Because now you're able to, network and not necessarily have to kind of reach out. We all come together and we're all able
Mm.
to ask questions. People ask questions that you didn't even think to ask, right?
Fact.
Talk about interviews that you didn't even know that you were probably gonna, come across in the next week, right? So you're hearing these calls, you're hearing these people talk, and then on top of that, you're seeing the results as well for other people. That's what really kept me going because I'm like, well, this person's doing it, this person's doing it, this person's doing it. My time's coming up. I just gotta stay with it. I love to hear the stories. I love to hear success. I know I'm coming. I know it's coming for me. Things suck right now, but I just have to stay dialed in. Stay grounded and make sure that I'm doing what I need to do on a day to day, which is getting on calls, booking as much interviews as possible, learning as much as well about tech sales. This wasn't initially my industry. I did a lot of sales in the past. So like, thank God, like I took the time and liberty when I was younger
Yeah.
to like, all right, let's get into sales, cold approach, this and that, ins and out, marketing. And then now I'm coming back into it, but from a different approach to where I get to be remote, which gives me the time freedom as well and gives me a great base as well. So like for me, it's like I get the best of both. I get to do something that challenges me and grows me, and I also get to have some place where I can do it anywhere in the world. Right?
Man,
Like that's like
application
something that's
freedom.
big for a lot of people is they want to be able to travel and work and make money. And I see me doing that. So if tech sales is that thing, then I got to learn as much as I can and dial in, bro. But yeah, it is challenging, man. Working night shifts. It's not
Oof.
easy, not easy work, man.
Nah, bro, big props to you one for doing that. And you mentioned a little bit about delaying the gratification of
Mhm.
short-term sacrifices for long-term wins.